Natural like the moon pulls the sea, like the breeze blowing through the trees. You are my final destiny, breath of fresh air when you're with me. From the black in your skin to the brown in your eyes, curving your steps got my soul hypnotized. I know forever would never be enough to hold this love. They asking me how long I'm gonna stay. Once the love's gone, I tell them not one. Not 1 minute, not 1 second, not one. Not one. Not one. Yeah. It don't take whiskey to remember how quickly we pass the flags. Burning red, focused on love instead. Pillows beneath heads, eyes buried in the sand. We redefine it forever, just proving it could last past now. Love stories with familiar ends, repeated cycles. Friends, lovers, lost friends. We bend time backwards in our mind. Reaching for the lines we crossed when we were blind. We questioning the things we would have changed. What would we keep the same? My vote would be to leave before our hearts got strained and things got strange. They asking me how long I'ma stay once the love is gone. I tell them, baby, nah. Na 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 na. One day asking me how long I'm gonna stay once the love is gone. I tell them not one, no. Yeah. Not 1 minute, not one, no. Second. Would I stay once the love is gone?
Hey there, how are you?
Hello.
My name is Milani Douglas. Welcome to the National Museum of Women in the Arts, our series called The Tea. We started it with our project Reclamation, where we had women artists performing from their homes. Today, we have Jasmine Pope, J. Pope, in the building. I've been very excited about getting you as a part of this series. So, welcome, of course. Welcome. Glad to have you.
I am honored to be, first of all, you're an amazing talent, and I'm glad to be working with you again. It's been a while. And also,
it's been a while.
I watched the series. It's some heavy hitters. I'm glad to be in the number. So
yeah, you definitely were like on the original list. So, and we have had some, as you said, some heavy hitters from the area. And you continue, you keep the tradition, you burn the flame. So ain't nothing new happening here. Where are you right now? Can we shout out where you are? Let me just hear it.
All right. Well, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland right now.
Baltimore.
Suburbs, Baltimore, Maryland. In my dining room / kitchen. So you guys are the first folks to see this DIY paint job behind me.
I love it.
Put a lot of sweat into that. COVID will make you do that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where we are right now.
Okay, well, it looks awesome. And who is playing with you here today?
So the amazing Troy Long. I'll let him speak for himself. What's up, Troy?
My name is Troy Long. I'm a pianist from Baltimore as well.
Yes.
An amazing young talent. I'm super happy to be working with him today.
I'm excited because also if people don't know, there's a amazing live music and jazz scene in Baltimore. We know a lot of people know about the live music, a lot of people know about the club music, but I grew up at the Left Bank Jazz Society, so I'm down for the jazz that has a history in Baltimore, and so there are people like Brandon Woody, there are people like Troy. There, I mean, I could go run down the names. I'd get in trouble if I start running down the names of people that are definitely carrying the torch and lighting things up in Baltimore. So thank you, Troy, for being here. Jay Pope, is there anything you want? So about your journey, I've always wanted to know, like, what was that first moment that you knew that you were like, yeah, I got to do this?
I think like a lot of folks, church maybe. I grew up in a Southern Baptist environment, which had its ups and downs, but one of the ups for sure was the exposure to music, and music that was soul music, and music that was old music, and music that was purposeful, and you could see the immediate effect that it had on the people who were listening. That it was like a tool for upliftment, and a language, really. You can walk into any Southern Baptist environment and play a chord, and everybody is on the same note. It sets the mood, it starts the conversation. And a lot of this, like as I'm talking, I realize I've discovered over the past like few years, as the older folks in my family have gone on, how much music has been a tie, that really in our entire culture as Black people has served as so much more than just making noise, but in shaping and defining the cultures that we sort of evolved through. So that's a long answer to your question, but it was church. And probably when I was about, I think 8 is when I was like, oh, I'm gonna be an artist, because that's when I started writing. And I wasn't just repeating music, I was making it. And I think that's when I was like, all right, I could probably do this.
Yeah. What were you writing on? Was it composition notebooks, wide roll? What were you writing on?
So I guess when I first started writing, it was diaries, right? Trying to get things out of your head. You're a kid, you don't have control over anything around you. And so writing is a tool. A lot of times, you get folks say that they started around that age when you start viewing yourself as an independent human. So I was like writing in any piece of paper that I had, but mainly in like journals and things like that. And then I started getting into Black history more, and my grandmother always pulls these poems out, but I had like these poems as if I was 75, like,
yes,
this burden is blah blah, and just
you had to remember. Were you assigned to memorize certain poems too?
You know what? Church. Yep.
That's right.
Exactly. Yes.
I know.
So from then on, it was, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Right.
And it just kind of evolved from there. And then I think, I was in high school and like middle school. Lauryn Hill just was somebody that I completely fell in love with artistically. And I was like, yo, she's a heavy hitter. She can do, I'm out here playing football and basketball with the boys. Now I can like rhyme with them too, say less. Like, so that kind of got me going. In terms of getting more into the hip hop thing. And then when I was in high school, me and my friends put together like a little hip hop group. We went to different high schools and stuff, rapping. And yeah, kind of is where it officially kicked off.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's really, origin stories are really important. A lot of times in this world, some things can make you think that things just pop out of the ethers, and that's not how it works.
Yeah. And that your origin story is not fixed.
That's right.
Like one of the things that I've come to realize recently is that I thought I understood what my previous experiences were, but the longer I'm around, I understand them in a different way, which like reshapes those things that made me in my mind, which I really appreciate. And so I don't know, I also tell people that when you think about your origin story, whether you're the villain or the hero, it continues to change. Like it's not fixed. So
yeah, and if it's not changing, you might not know yourself that well. Maybe I just a suggestion. I don't know. Well, I also love the fact that you are a very active collaborator. I know that you collaborate with Wendell Patrick, you collaborate with Jamal Blackroot Collier and some other folks. Can you tell us about these amazing, other people that you reach out and work with as well?
Yeah. I think that's part of the beautiful thing about Baltimore. I can't speak for a lot of other places because I haven't made as much music in other places, but we have it's a gumbo pot. Like we kind of all, once you start making noise in a good way, other good people come to you. And that really has been my experience here in Baltimore. Like I'm not originally from here. I came for college in like 2000. I went to college with Blackroot, with Jamal. And we graduated college, went different ways, but kept making music, and that music brought us back to each other. And we did like back in 2008, somewhere in there, we did like this choreo poem called Neo-Theality. It was me, Jamal, Wordslave, Vaughan, Love the Poet, some Joe.
Yes, Love the Poet. Shout out Love the Poet.
So and we all got together, and from that turned into a mixtape called Vaughan State Mix, and we started working with Justin Miles, also known as DJ Who, and a lot of other folks from Mystery Sound Recordings. And then from there, it expanded into, we partnered with we did an open mic at Goucher, and this band there, Funk Friday, was playing. And we kicked it and we clicked, and now we're J-Pope in the HearNow. So it kind of just is that. And then also Wendell Patrick and the Boom Bap Society, another amazing group here in Baltimore that is collaborative, different MCs, different musicians from all genres, just coming together to improvise. And so there's like this spirit in Baltimore that if you are doing art, it doesn't even have to be in the same vein, that artists and good people will find you. So, yeah.
I love that. And I bring up your collaborations because if you're usually dealing with an artist, particularly from Baltimore, I'm a Baltimore girl. I'm from Baltimore originally, so I'm a little teeny bit biased. But I do think that when you get to their work, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Read the liner notes, find out who they're collaborating with, and it'll lead you into a whole other world. So, J-Pope, where can we find your work? Where can people get to that top iceberg so they may be able to see some of the things under the water in Baltimore and beyond? So where can we find you?
So my music's on every streaming platform. So if you look up J-P-O-P-E, J-Pope Music, J-Pope and the HearNow, H-E-A-R. Now that is I perform with a band, the HearNow, live instrumentation, soul, jazz, hip hop, streaming on all platforms. Our last release was called Soul Searching, which was super fun to record, and is always super fun to perform. Some of those pieces we'll be doing today. But yeah, and our website, jpopeandthehearnow.com. So
awesome. Yeah. Well, I could ask questions all day. I think you have a wonderful, beautiful story. And are just connected to so many things that are dear to me. And also, you are an artist as well as deeply involved with work that has purpose and influence in social change, as you spoke about. But I don't want to deny the people. And also, I have some sorrel that I have been, actually, my daughter calls it Zobo, that's been sitting. It's ready for me to strain it. So I'm going to listen to the concert. I'm about to sweeten up this hibiscus.
Okay.
And sit in the background and have a good time and sip on my tea. So I'm going to let y'all to it. And thank you. It's a pleasure. And everybody enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who told you to go down that hole when they don't sing your name song? Alice, why'd you go? What a peculiar spot to be in. Did you find what you were seeking? Did you tell them you were leaving? Pray they'll let you go. Alice, you must ride. Alice, sacrifice. Alice, you must tell them who we are. Tell them we are blessed. Tell them that we are blessed. Tell them that we are. Yeah. We are blessed beings walking in the foreign land sands. How it's marking the starting of evolution, sparking tongues of freedom. They click until we see them etched in stone tablets. Time as a fashion implanted in our memories by habit. We chase rabbits who these souls in reality till home is a fantasy and all this is a fallacy. Only the man had to really finds the real life. Yeah. See, this is what insanity feels like. I write these lyrics with a chest shot grin. Invite you in into get you the pull of my pen. Yo, they call it wordplay. I pray that you stay forget day. Let's all live in the midnight hour. Come, sunflower. Some dumbed down, but you are different. Similar to winter winds when the sun warms your skin. Atmosphere lends itself in remembrance. And baby, you shouldn't be here. Release fear. To the image in the mirror, just release fear. To the image in the mirror, just release fear. To the image in the mirror, just release. Release. See, Alice, you must ride. Alice, sacrifice. Alice, you must tell them who we are. Tell them we are blessed. Tell them that we are. Tell them we are blessed. Don't let them forget who we are. Tell them we are blessed. Don't you let them forget who we are. Yeah. Picture my life as a looking glass, looking past the present to find my presence in the future. Will these bars be amongst the stars, or will they fall back to earth and die right where they are now? You ever wonder what we fighting for is something more than revolutionary speak that smoke the crowd and kill the beast? Watch the devil start to feed and free the people free, deliver straight into the hands of the enemy. Chains of the mind rise way past the physical. Mama prays at night that the Lord will deliver you, deliver me. I've been wrestling this beast too, trying to fill my belly, enhances neglect my spiritual, my wind strokes critical, the substance lacking, the belly getting full up off that corporate back. And so no, sometimes I'm not saying nothing, man, nah. Sometimes I'm not saying nothing, sometimes I gotta go down that hole. I gotta go on through the looking glass. Sometimes I gotta go. Sometimes I gotta go through the looking glass, down that hole. Yeah. Yo. Also, like, people should know, this is the second time that we've played these songs together. Which speaks, of course, to Troy's amazing musicianship. But yeah, I love being able to kind of create off the cuff. So thanks, man.
Sure.
Yeah. What would make a man sacrifice his life for a bullet, not bread, not water, but a bullet? Desperation is the trigger. What would make a man sacrifice his life for a bullet, not bread, not water, but a bullet? Desperation is the trigger. Watch you pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Please don't make him pull that trigger, no. Please don't make him pull that trigger, no. No, no, no. Please don't make him pull that trigger, no. Yeah. Desperado, says a ship in the bottle with springs up on hollow with sales of food grotto. Living without a model, praise it won't be long. He hope the seeds don't follow his path and hustles on the street that forget that daddy took his pride back. He ate the bullet, so maybe his son is asleep at night with a belly full of water and bread. He'd rather die like a man and live like he's dead, so his young one won't choose the way of the gun. Whenever the time comes, so remember where he's from. Whenever the time comes, so remember who he's from. He'll remember who he's from, and he'll be like, nah. Said I will not choose bullets over bread. You can't make me choose bullets over bread. No, I'd rather live. Don't you think I'd rather live? Don't you think I'd rather live? Please don't make me choose bullets over bread. See, what would make a woman sacrifice her life for a bullet? Not bread, not water, but a bullet. Desperation's the trigger. What would make a woman sacrifice her life for a bullet? Not bread, not water, but a bullet. Desperation is the trigger. Why? Watch her pull it. Don't make her pull that trigger, no. Please don't make her pull that trigger, no. Coming up rough on the right side of town. Always had a penny in a pocket and a smile. Always broke her heart if it came within a mile. And the end shit, this. This pretty little picture that she painted is slaves to maintain it. Praise it, ain't tainted. The saints, they might take it. Demons might break it. Hate it cause it's sacred. Hate that they ain't make it so they just circulate waiting. But look, she sees this very clearly. She will not be falling. She'll be dancing in the morning when they come calling. Oh, she sees this very clearly. She won't be falling, she'll be dancing in the morning. When they come calling, she'll say no. No, I will not choose bullets over bread. She'll say no. I will not choose. You can't make me choose. No. A life for a life, a life for a life. A life for a life, a life for a life. Please don't make me have to choose now. It's over. Bullets over bread. This next piece is another piece that originally was composed with my band, the HearNow. And yes, this is our reinterpretation of it. Enjoy. Oh yeah, we had some fun with this. Yeah. Do you know what you're living for? Yeah. Do you know what you're living for? Or do you know life when it is right before your eyes? Are you living in the present or just watching time go by? Do you know? Do you know? Do 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 you know what you're living for? Is it in the now or tomorrow? A tomorrow that may never come, never come, never come, never come, never come. Small signs of life slowly climbing out this hole I'm in, and my side narrow, focus, smoke clears and I peer straight into the sun, lost in this fight. Sometimes I'm just holding on to all that I know, but my grip is slipping and I'm fitting into what I fought against. I'm falling right into the mold. When will we get tired of living in this life, living in the land of the lost? When will we get tired of living in this life, living in the land of, living in the land of the lost? Yeah, listen. Living in a land of the lost, we are prehistoric origins. We foraging for familiar faces in a sea of strangers, looking for danger, trying to get a high. We got fist-bound in cages, trying to get by instead of trying to get free. Inverted intellect, perverted priorities, and everybody's trying to live amongst the stars now. Shit. Each of us is a universe. Curse whatever don't reflect your divinity, goddess. I'm too blessed to recognize the enemy, even sometimes in the end it's really me. Sometimes I look up in the end and it's really me, holding me back. But tell me, when will we get tired of living in this land, living in the land of the lost? When will we get tired of living in this land, living in the land, living in the land of the lost? Yeah. Same room, different spirit, one mind. Gemini defined by space, place, and rhyme. She could make a dollar grow about 1,000,000 times, or she could grow without a dollar in her pocket. The shine was magnetic. Whoever didn't have it had to get it. Energy was kinetic, existence was pathetic. Living in every moment just like it was a blessing. Never listening to the doubt that the darkness suggested. She flourished. Soul was well nourished, walking in the purpose, and the sacrifice was worth it. She was a daydreamer, strove for perfection, lived it like she felt it, so rejection was a lesson. To see the lesson, the likelihood she would ever repeat it. Fertile ground seeded, made her transition seamless. She walks amidst the monsters unscathed. Soon they had her tame, cause they never knew her name. They knew about her mask that she chose to claim. And so sometimes she might forget to take off the mask when it's all she has. Sometimes she may forget to take off the mask when it's all she has. But tell me, when will we get tired of living in this land, living in the land of the lost? When will we get tired of living in this land, living in the land, living in the land of the Lord? At some point, we gotta know we are walking in circles, trying to chase tomorrow, stepping over today, stepping over today. When will we, when will we, when will we, when will when will we get tired of stepping over today, trying to chase tomorrow, living in a lie, living in a lie. Living in a lie. This next piece is called Breaking Point. It's also off the project Soul Searching, which is a project that I put out with my band J Poop, and they're here now. I know I tend to mess things up. Sometimes life with me gets tough. But you stay holding on. I don't know why you stay. Seems my actions do me. My heart is strong, but my flesh is weak. And understand if this is something we should save. I can't keep asking questions or second guessing. I've learned the lesson that love is life and life is not a game. Life is not a game. So here is just the start of a long tomorrow. And if it's destined that we part, I pray that the world won't fall. I pray it won't fall apart. I pray that it won't fall. I pray that it won't fall. I pray that it won't fall. I pray it won't fall apart. I hope I don't break it. Oh, down, promises were made, emotions led to words exchanged, and your name was etched lightly, just slightly on the edge of my heart. And there are others resting there, potential loves that went nowhere, and they stare back at me with no black dogs on my back. But what are we building on the dreams? What does I love you really mean? If we knew this thing was destined to be dead right from the start. I can't keep asking questions or second guessing. I think I might have learned a lesson this time, that love is not a game. No matter how hard I try to play, no matter how hard I try to play, it's not a game. No matter how hard I try to play, 'cause here is just the start of the long tomorrow. And if it's destined that we part, I pray that the world knows. I know it won't fall apart. It's ended for me millions of times before. It's ended for me a million times before. I've watched the world in a million times before. And I know I won't. And I know I won't. I know that I won't lose myself. I know that I won't lose myself this time. I watched it all crumble down. I watched it all crumble down before, and I know I won't lose myself this time. Listen, I awaken to the placement of an angel on my pillowcase whose glow embrace the lies lashes of my eyes. Reflecting tears I hide as I realize the sunset begins. Repeated cycles, friends, lovers, lost friends. And when I reached out to touch the halos, when she pulled me in, lost the divinity, it rendered me useless. And then took my pen and formed stanzas in the image of him and his soul poured through me. The anointing of my muse within. Her purpose served to break us, her parted ways. I send smoke signals to remember how I breathe her in. Felt as good as sin to virgin flesh unblessed. But even with her parting, I am still not less. I am that much more. Cause I had her pour through me, I am that much more. Just because I knew her beauty, I was a part of her duty to awake the world and gonna change. Listen, I'm just trying to change the world. She's just trying to break my heart. Yeah. Baby, I'm just trying to change the world. Sometimes it feels you just trying to break my heart. I'm just trying to walk in my purpose, walk in my purpose. You trying to break me up. You just trying to break me all apart. I need you to help hold me up. Help hold me up. I wanna try, I wanna be more. I need you to help hold me up. Hold me up. Let's be more, let's hold up our purpose. I wanna walk in mine. I want to help you walk yours. Hold you up, don't let it fall. Don't let it fall, don't let it fall. Hold you up, hold you up. I won't let you fall. Yeah. Man, yo, that was amazing.
Yeah.
I have one more piece to do. I recently lost someone who was pretty close to me. And this song is a song I wrote it before this particular incident, but it is one that has been on my brain for the last few weeks. So this song is especially for my good friend Danelle Cook, my soror, and yeah. I'm gonna do it a cappella. If she was here, she'd be like, yo, I jump on the ukulele in the background. But she probably playing it somewhere. Don't you let them forget I was here. I was more than a name or the sum of all my fears and faults. I was love, I was light, I was wrong, I was right. When you look at my life, I hope you see the fight and remember that I was here. 'Cause after the darkest of nights, the sweetest of mornings comes, and I was never gone. It was just a transition. No, I was here. I was here. Don't you ever forget I was here. I was more than a name or the sum of all my fears. And false, I was love, I was light, I was wrong, I was right. Oh, you look at my life and you see the fight and remember that I was here. And after the darkest of nights, the sweetest of mornings comes. I was never gone. It was just a transition. No, I was here. Oh, no. I was here.
Thank you.